Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, oops, that's out there. We're at the finale of, basically Song of the Elves. Indeed, the third part of what I reckon will hopefully be 4, but I do suspect there may be a possibility that might actually be not the 4th Grandmaster quest, being that of vampires, rather of the scarabites and that, possibly those demigods in the desert, and I forget their names and that, but yeah, much needed love as part of the getting a 3rd raise in that, but one in the desert. Yeah, that would be quite fitting indeed, I would reckon, because I don't know what the fuck they're going to do as far as yet. That indeed, and oh boy, fight of Seren herself and that. Bloody hell. Yeah, this one. I was actually expecting this to be quite tough. And that, yeah, no, it's... Yeah, that whole thing, yeah, no, it's... Bloody hell, yeah, fragment of Seren. And that corrupted one, that's like... Oh boy. Yeah, so we have it. And I'm not doing this in fucking melee gear because I will get fucking shredders. You know that you could tell I can't hit jack. Well, actually, no, I can hit. It's not very advised though because, yeah, you will get fucked. Yep, no. Not gonna bother with that one. Instead, it's gonna go with good old mage. Nah. Funny that, you know, the first one I did it with. Actually, no, I can't really say it in melee. I did mixture with mostly range and that. The second was full range, and now the third one's going to be full mage. What about tank gear and all that? Also, yeah, all those twisted bows and that. Oh boy, someone's got plenty of money to splurge. Yeah, Exortra, you know, some people do like to show off, so... Alright. So it turns out we do have enough news to cover after all. I suppose I may as well get on with the news while we cover this finale. Going for all the fucking underground pass shit again. Yeah, this one. So, as far as... Oh. Yeah, the whole thing in regards to what is now known as the Combat Diary. And yes, this is something I've been speculating for quite a while now because we've mentioned it quite a few times. And that said, oh, okay, you know, we're going to get on with it, you know, actually, you know, do work on it. And yet they have indeed, as of, I believe, also that other person there, fun times. Yeah, as of, I want to say, was it Tuesday? No, I'm going to say Thursday in this one. Yeah, yesterday. So, essentially, yes, this is regards to the Combat Diary now finally being proposed and that. They've got a whole bunch of different challenges ranging from piss easy, I think easy tasks even are giving you a bit of money. So, for example, they said a fit example of what would be considered the easiest PVN challenges. One of them was just kill giant mole once. That is easy. Yeah, easy version. Like, this, I reckon, is what's going to be fucking tough. And it's not just that, it's okay. So you get easy, normal, hard, easy, medium, hard, and elite. Okay? This one throws in also master tasks. Yes. Yeah, this one, it's like, these are ones that are like, not just for people pretty good like stuff. I would say I'm probably around elite tier. I don't know about master, because some of them sound really fucking difficult. Like, I know for example, I don't tend to go for records, so if it's master, it gets quite hard record, but it's not too impossible. Yeah, just go unusual, like really expensive, just get full rigor, get the best gear out, and just kind of waste a bit of money so you can get the record, and there you go. That's fine. The master one though really fucking pushes you to do the absolute best you can, and it's like, holy fuck. Like, the raids one, I haven't even done raids, so I don't know if I could really do some of the master ones, but yeah, the elite ones for the ones that look feasible, albeit pretty difficult, but it should be manageable depending on what the full thing's like, but that is not the point. The point is that some people will be getting iffy about it because it has Grandmaster. They said Master should be close to or around the difficulty of both Infernal, Ethereal, and Blood. So you know what it means with Grandmaster? They are making it beyond that difficult, which is already insane enough as is. And it's like, what the fuck are they got? Like, you know, what? I think one of the issues that's apparently stemmed from it has to do with the rewards, and I'm still getting to the now. Is apparently, yeah, so they've got the usual sorts of rewards, so like XP lamps, so okay, fair enough. Probably they'll have to get something really good for the Master and Grandmaster, because who the fuck's going to want, like, I think it's 5k for easy, 2.5k for easy, 7.5k for medium, either 50, 20k for hard, and 50k for elite, I think. So if that's the case, yeah, 75k for Master and 100k for Grandmaster is not going to fly, and that is going to have to be some superb, like, say 100k minimum for Master, and potentially 200k for Grandmasters. I mean, fucking hell, you're going to do the elite, the best of the best PVM. The only thing is, like, getting potential non-skilling, like, XP for skilling, like, skilling rewards from non-skilling, fuck, I'm getting confused with words. Yeah, basically, you get non-combat experience from combat activities. It's kind of a bit funky, and yeah, people can get a bit weird about that, so understandably there's a bit of contention about it, but not too much, you know, as a whole it's alright. Slay Helm, zero issues, and that, you know, people are just generally finding, like, you know, I think the phrase proposes for completion of elite you get Tazar Helm, you know, like the Tazar Jad, nice. For the elite, you get the Master one, you get the Verzik Virtur, which is interesting because she's actually taking a higher level than Tiz Kalzook himself, and that, you know, she's only the Master one. The Grandmaster, of course, is Tiz Kalzook himself, and yeah, that, you know, like, I just want to kind of say about something, just something that's clicked to me there. Also, fucking hell, really butchered that one. Yeah, something just clicked to me there. I really like to show off, when time does come, I really like to show off, if the helm is what I think it'll look like, I swear one of the Maple Story kind of helms I had, and I don't think it's because fuck, I even forget the boss of that one. Yeah, that big popular intimidating boss for early Maple Story players, yeah, that one, and that Kazum or something. I'm probably fucking, Zakum. And that's a cool something. I don't fucking know. It's been years since I played Maple Story, so forgive me on my knowledge is a bit jank and that, but yeah, Seren is dead on that one. So not that bad of a boss, to be fair, and definitely not on the same level as Galvik anyway. But yes, so evidently the Slay Helms people are fine with, and just we'll see how it goes. Indeed that we shall. So one of the big contentions is actually to do with, I guess what you could say is, this best of sort offhand blend. It's like, you think, oh, is this going to be another Defender? It's not quite, I don't think they're going to call it Defender. It's going to be something different, and I don't know exactly what, but apparently it's pure accuracy. There's no slight defense buffs, definitely no strength for melee, and that. So it's like, for all the specs for Dragon Warhammer and all that, it'll be good for that. But I think that's about it. Like, might be useful for certain raids, certainly be useful for Corporal Beasts and that, and potentially, I don't know, like, anything like, it has to be just you hit it, that's it. Doesn't matter how much damage is dealt. Potentially, I mean, I don't know, would you take the slight accuracy over damage? It's kind of, but for Corporal Beasts, because it keeps recovering itself every time, definitely, that would be huge. Yeah, I know, and, well, wouldn't have any issues about that, but yeah, the fact that the elite is only slightly worse than a Vernic, and that, you know, so you actually want to get good stuff, you have to start going to Master, which is like 2 or 3 points better in terms of attack, and then you get to the Grandmaster, which is like a whopping 7 or 8. It's like, it's fucking big. So yeah, fun times to be had with that. And then finally, one of my favourite ones actually, the Dragonheart crossbow colours. At last they're arriving, both the Vorkath as well as the Kingbat Dragon one. Though sadly there's no, what is it? There's no the original, the red one in that. Like, I kind of wish they had brought that back, because it did have its own nice little, it was nice in it, the red look in that, you know. It might be a mistake for a Dragon crossbow, so maybe that's, or just a regular Dragon crossbow, so maybe, but I don't know, I like the look of it, and, well, that would be my go-to. But if not, I do like the Warcraft one, so I could give that a good run in that, you know, and see what it's about. But yeah, so I wager that out to be that as far as the items are concerned, but there's also a whole bunch of different perks and that. Which ones to go for? So, alright, Crew Scrolls, that's just basically, I think it's, yeah, it seems very significant. It's like 5% for you do easy, 5%, you know, mediums, 5% for hard, 5% elite. You can imagine which ones are aligned with that. It's just basically easy, medium, hard, and elite diaries. There you go. Interesting, there's no improvements if you get to the Master and Grandmaster. I would have thought they would have boosted, say, 10% if you've done the Master, and maybe 15 or 20% if you did Grandmaster. You know, like, so it gives a little bit an extra flair that way. But yes, oh yes, indeed. Now to see Prifnidus. Or Prifdinus. I don't know which one it fucking is. It says, yeah, Prifdinus. Yeah, not Prifnidus. Yeah, Prifdinus. Indeed. Oh boy, apparently that in Welsh, that's Welsh for capital, and I think, yeah, Prifdinus, that's the Welsh language at its finest for elves and all that. But yes, so I'll wager that indeed this is a bit of a fun little look in that, because indeed I've been waiting to get into this since last year, and now having looked at it myself, and yeah, it's actually quite nice in its own way, you know, very scenic in its own right indeed, and you know, seeing all the people at that fucking, you know, bank and that Prifdinus, and you know, now I guess I've been there myself, albeit on the on the old school version, and that, you know, it's like, holy fuck. Yeah, this very spot up here and that, you know, like, although there's no bankers, and I like with the Runescape free version, this central area, you know, so I don't think there's a third floor, but I might be mistaken on that front. You know, but so basically, as far as the perks go, alongside clue scrolls and that, they've also got an increased ecumenical key rate, which is debatable, and that again only goes up to elite and that. I think, I'm not sure, I've not checked all of them yet, but yeah, also a like a boss upgrade where normally the highest rate you can go up to 35. I think with the proposed hard, elite, master, grandmaster, you can go up to a new total of 50 if you go all the way to Grandmaster, which is nice, except I don't like a boss kind of perk, because you can get assigned worldy bosses and they're just a trash. So it's possible I'll get them once I'm like just done with Slayer, and I could just do it for Slayer in general, but right now it's kind of pish, and that, you know, you just have to skip it, or hope you get something that's kind of like a grad one, but even that, or I'll get more to that in a bit, but yeah, essentially with regards to that, also new teleports and that to Gorro's Dungeon and Mortal Wreck. You know that idea of, okay, you can do this new boss master, you know, remember that one, the Zar one? And if you kill this boss, has a chance of dropping on task from this boss, you know, this gives you new best and slot teleports. They're kind of carrying that over here and that, where it's specifically to Gorro's Dungeon and Mortal Wreck, though not quite as overpowered, I don't think. I'm not really sure the use of that. Not gonna lie, maybe Gorro's Dungeon, but Mortal Wreck you kind of need the full inventory for anyway, so unless it's just to kind of get there quickly, it depends on where the exact position of it is, but I don't know, I think that's kind of pointless in that. But yeah, so also Gorro's Dungeon kill count reduction, which is not bad. I think it was 2, 4, 6 and 8 respectively, but yeah, people say it's like not quite enough. It should be 5, 10, 15, 20 or something akin to that, you know, where it's a noticeable decrease with that would be quite useful actually. Even if for me it would just be 10 and that, you know, I'd be fine with that. Also, yeah, the final, this was the one that really fucking stirred up the beehive as well, you know. Reddit and all. Private instances, yeah, it's like, okay, we'll actually do what you say, we're actually going to provide a solution if this passes, and that fucking, honestly, that drove people up the bloody wall. It's like, they're actually fine to offer it, and then it's like, oh, only if you pass this, and if you pass this, we'll offer it, and that, you know, and even then, for Irons, they have to, I think, what was the original plan was that, not only do they have an extortionate fee, like starting at 200k, it only goes down to like 125k if you do the Grandmaster one, you have to use, and I kid you not, I thought it was just, okay, it's either money or ecumenical key. No, you have to also use that ecumenical key to even fucking access it, and the money at hand too. So it's like, what the fuck's going on there? And you know, like, use that community key if you want to bypass it, sure, but don't fucking like do both. It's like, holy crap. This is what I mean when you're tending to the whiny kind of, and I do sincerely say whiny people who are like, oh no, don't devour my items and that, those items can get fucked and that. It's like, you know, they chose that. It's like, fuck off. And yeah, that's the fact that, I don't know, have largest holes minimal, especially in regards to gold farmers who, let's say theoretically could die. They spent 1,500 hours and they got to the point. They probably could have easily got to Zora in half the time or less, and they would have also been getting more consistent money at that. If not even Vorka, probably. There you go. And it's like, yeah, it will impact prices, but not to the degree that I think it's going to be. Like, I'd say worst case scenario, it might, as a whole, affect the price maybe 1 or 2%. Like, I mean, I've not really got much facts about that, I will admit that much. But you can see where I'm coming from in regards to it. It's like, it's going to be negligible. It's not going to have no impact, but chances are the effect will be borderline zero. And that, you know, next to nothing anyway. So, indeed, we have that all covered, and I reckon, well, there's been changes. I think they've actually recently reversed it so you don't need a community key in that. I think Iron's actually getting it free now, so hooray. I would have probably said, I think people actually get pissed off they're getting it too easy, so probably what I would have done, just fucking give them a half price fee like you did with the death coffers and that. You understand they've not got quite the same amount of gold, so just fucking do that. Charge them a half price and that. Start 100k, go down as low as 60k, and there you go. Problem solved. They still have to pay, just not quite as much. And it's like, hurrah. Yeah, but holy fuck. Well. So, I reckon that ought to be that. Now, I shall get this closed, and indeed, look at that, eh? Also, I need to push this back in slightly. So, I did indeed promise a little bit of clarity in regards to, I've still got like 5 minutes left, so indeed, as you see,